YouTube, what's going on? Alex and Mike of Second City Sleepers here once again. Ryan not with us. He's going through some things right now, so he will try to join us when he can. But in this video, we would like to discuss kind of what changed in wrestling in past years, like from when it was so good compared to now when it's so bad. Mainly like WWE right now, because they've been at it for the long haul. I'll start off with my opinions on it. For me, it kind of all started when Triple H started to get out of wrestling and started to become the corporate guy, putting on the suit and tie. It was just like a flip of a light switch for me. Yeah, as soon as he put on the suit, I mean, I'm a firm believer right now that he is one of the biggest problems in the company right now. I know you don't agree with that to a point. I do agree that Vince is the main one making ideas.
Yeah.
Making the decisions, but I think Triple H is feeding Vince's head with very poor decisions and ideas right now.
Yeah, I just think Vince may be a little out of touch on the new age stuff. I mean, for everything he's done good in wrestling, he's done bad, and you know what? We can make that a debate in another episode because that'd be a good one. But you know, I can see what you're saying. You know, with that, It was a change. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to take over your train of thought here, but I mean, I can see what you're saying because when Triple H stopped being it, he would stop being the man. Now, granted, John Cena was man, and you know, and other people were there, and you know, to do it, but he was one of the main guys too, always holding the belt, always in the picture, always in the main events, and etc. It was different because when you do take over, you're taking one huge star out of your product, at least for the ring product. And you know, I can see that it is a big thing. It changes everything. Somebody comes up, somebody goes away. It is a big change.
So I mean, for instance, he brought Batista back last year, and he was trying to push him as the main guy now. That was a wonderful idea. Vince had the power to stop that, but he allowed it.
It all worked out, though. I mean,
yeah.
I think bringing Batista back was a good idea. He was a little sluggish at first.
Punk away.
Well, it was. That wasn't really all of it, though.
Yeah, but that was kind of like the icing on the cake, I think, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not Punk, and I'm not in his mind. I did listen to both those podcasts, and I got a lot better understanding about the Punk situation. And you know, God bless you, and go on with your MMA career and knock that shit out. Seriously, knock the motherfuckers out. But you know, for the WWE. It was a big change. Things did change, and younger talent, you know, they don't always get the time to shine, and you thought that maybe him leaving, something else would come up and happen, but it just stayed stagnant. It never really, no one ever really took the reins of him, whether he was the number one guy or the number two guy. I guess Orton kind of took the number two guy, but he kind of already was there anyways.
Yeah. That's the whole problem right now with the company, is that no one wants to take control. Nobody wants to grab that brass ring, and when you get a couple of guys who are not the star caliber size, you know, Dolph Ziggler, who work their asses off, and
Ziggler, awesome,
and they don't get it because they're not a body-built super freak.
Okay, well, you know, we'll probably touch back on your stuff in a second, but mine, what changed for me was honestly probably back when WWF bought out WCW. Me being huge WCW fan, and then ECW fan too. You know, that was real competition for him. Now, granted, you know, WCW was kind of falling away, which there's a lot of things that factored into that. You had Russo in there sucking. You had Bischoff, who got fired and came back to try to help fix it. Turner and his people, not necessarily Turner, I think it was his people that wanted it to be gone, so he kind of had to, you know, let it go, even though he really liked having the wrestling thing around, and obviously he put the money into it, and he whooped WWE's ass for a few years there in the mid-90s, when wrestling was fantastic, and unfortunately we'll never probably get back to that.
Oh, no.
You know how well that was. The right stars, the right people, the right things happening, just, it was fantastic. So I mean, you know, that's when it kind of changed for me. Also, you know, I got a little bit older. I was in high school, coming out of high school, going in the military. So you know, I got smarter. I understood things a little bit more better, and I got to understand a little bit more of wrestling. You know, behind the scenes stuff, what really goes on. It wasn't a complete big fandom in the aspects of it. I believed everything that was on. They were showing us everything on TV. So everything kind of changed for me a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. We still love wrestling. Like, I love wrestling. You love wrestling. We love it. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't do these shows. We wouldn't go to all the independent things we go to, which basically in Chicagoland area, we go to AAW. We all know that. We do reviews. We talk about it. Ring of Honor.
Check those out if you haven't.
Yes, awrestling.com. Ring of Honor, they come around 3-4 times a year maybe in the Chicagoland area. I'm always at that. So I there's other promotions, Fire Pro Wrestling, which is in Indiana.
Don't bother with that.
It's family entertainment. It's fun. It's wrestling. But yes, it's not supposed to be high caliber. And how do I put that without trying to hurt anybody's feelings? Because I'm not trying to do that. It's not the high independent scene caliber wrestling. It's more for fun, more for family entertainment, more people doing what they love to do. So
There's a reason to take the kids out to something.
Right, and it's cheap family fun entertainment, and that's good. I mean, I mean, all for it. But going back to when it changed, that's when it changed. Plus, then WWE, WWF had this potential to make something awesome, and they did the Invasion arc, and it was bad. And when that happened, it was like they pissed on all the guys that I loved, and then some of them, like Sting and Goldberg, stayed away for a while, and Sting just finally came, and then Jarrett and them had a big falling out before, so Jarrett went and started TNA, good for him, and now he's got Global Force Wrestling, which is kicking off a little bit. You should check that out. I'm really excited for that. So everything just, they pissed on all the guys I really liked, and it was just, it started changing for me. But it comes back and forth. There are times when you're not going to agree with who the champion is. That's wrestling. It is what it is. There are times when you want the guy you like, you want the guy that you want to succeed, and they just keep don't, and they don't, and they don't. And if they do it right, like Daniel Bryan, then he finally gets that payoff, and us as fans just get that, and it's awesome, and you feel like all that time of it sucking, it just finally comes to fruition, and you get that sense of joy and happiness again for them and for your fandom and for your wrestling take. But then there's times like where they
shove John Cena down our throats.
Yeah, or whoever they're putting, like they're trying to push Roman Reigns, and I feel bad for Reigns because I loved the Shield, I loved all three of them, and they've taken the one that probably isn't 100% ready yet, and and it seems like they're pushing him to be the next big guy, which is fine, But I just say you should just do it naturally.
Yeah.
I understand why you turned Rollins heel because he was probably the best one out of it, and you always take the best one out of it to turn heel because they can do that job because it's a hard job to do, especially in the beginning of their career, of the WWE career. And then you put Ambrose in with Bray Wyatt because you need to pump Bray Wyatt up because that was going nowhere. And now you got a star on with Wyatt,
but now you're seeing that match every week on Raw, and it's starting to.
Which I'm hoping the Ambrose match was the end of that, because then you get Ambrose took that loss and can take that loss because he's going to go on, which they just paired him up with Reigns, and that was a big on SmackDown, and now you got Ambrose back out of that thing, and Wyatt needed the win, so no big deal. I understand creative why they did that, But we wanted to get on what we would try to do to maybe bring us back completely as when we were younger or a little bit ago.
Yeah.
To love it even more than we already do love it. And Ryan, you wanna? Or Ryan? Oh my gosh! Here. He's gonna punch me.
Well, one thing I would have done before I touch base on this completely is, if you haven't read up on it or seen it, was Vince Russo's take on the whole invasion thing and what he would have done.
Yes.
Pure gold.
Booker with Vince Russo and Kafabi. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Kafabi Enterprises or International, whatever that DVD place is and internet and thing that I forgot what they're even called, but whatever they do, they produce that DVD. Kafabi Productions, it might be. They did that, and it's Booker with Vince Russo on the Invasion arc. Fantastic.
So if Russo was in charge at that time, it would have been.
It would have been amazing, and we would have got. Everybody would have got what they wanted. The WCW fans, the WWE fans. It would have been great.
So I don't even want to spoil what was said completely about it. So
nothing. I don't want to
go look it up.
Anything. Just
go watch it. Go check it out. Good stuff. But getting back now, what we would kind of do to make it better, whether we would have tried way back then when it first changed, or we're trying now. Honestly, I know it's a highly talked about thing. Lose the whole PG thing. I think that would bring some of the old fans back into it and some of the excitement back. I'm not saying go back to the whole attitude era 'cause that's overplayed.
Yeah.
We don't want to see that. I mean, it was great when it was going on. We just
But it's
don't want
not
to
the
see it
day and
again.
age,
You know, even if they try to do it now, they don't have the quality of talent to pull that stuff off.
Or writers.
Yeah. Oh, the writer's sitting right here, but that's not going to happen because they're stupid. But yeah, I mean, don't go back to the whole attitude thing. Bring it up a little notch. You know, bring some of that blood
Edge.
The edge.
I mean, we don't need unprotected chair shots. That shit's obviously you learn concussions. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
But you know, just stop being completely PG. I know you got to sell to the kids, and the kids got to buy the Cena shirts, and you know, and watch it, and you know, and be a part of it because it's ticket sales. I get it. You have to do it, and then that's the future of wrestling too. But you know, give us young, mid-age generation
that have been with the company and the business for 10, 20, 30 years now, and you're not doing anything for us. Like you said, I understand it. You're promoting to the kids, but you got to give us something there. Yeah. And I think that all starts with getting rid of the PG thing. A start or attempt to do something with it. And don't play obscene so much anymore.
Things I would change, it kind of needs a lot.
It does.
If we're talking WWE, make the secondary title mean something. Make titles in general mean something. I understand. I've said this before. They're props. I get it. I do get it. But as wrestling fans, we need those props to mean something. So when someone loses a match with a title, or even a non-title match, it means something. Like IC belt, it gets swapped around so much recently, and then you have the IC champion losing non-title matches. Well, if they lose a non-title match, how about make the non-title match about somebody that's actually going to give them a chance to actually lose their belt, so the next time they have a match, it's for the title, and you actually are believing, like, wow, this guy beat him, he might beat him. And then if it happens, it's a great thing for the storyline. If you've built it up a little bit, that's a key. But if not, then you're like, the champion got his revenge, he's the champion, that's the big guy, and that belt means something. That would be a small start. That, you know, build up your tag team division. TNA's trying, but they just have bad story.
They got nobody to write for that company.
And, you know, WWE has tag teams. The Ascension, do we want to talk about that real quick?
I guess we could touch base on that. What the Ascension did this past Monday on Raw, which was what, the 4th of January 4th, January 5th, something like that. When it was on, you know, the Ascension came out in complete lack of respect to Demolition and LOD, saying they said something about how they're better and
they're better.
They couldn't hold their bags or something. That's your first promo on television and only your second job match, and you're already going off. You don't do that. You don't do that with two of probably the top 4 or 5 tag teams of all time. You just don't say that. I mean, I understand what coming out making a statement, something like that, but what creative was thinking of? Yeah, you're being jobbers. But what creative was thinking of going out there and telling him to say that? That's a problem with creative right now. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah. They need somebody to come in to shake things up.
Which is a big problem in both companies, the two main ones. And yes, I do consider TNA Impact Wrestling, because I think they're trying to get rid of TNA Impact Wrestling, a major company. They are on TV weekly. They do have tons of great talent. No writing.
I would say let's discuss TNA's problems, but I got to be at work in 36 hours, so we can't fit that in.
You know, at TNA, they just need new writing. They need to make me care about what's going on with their people. They burn through matches, they burn through story arcs without even giving you an arc, or don't even give you angles, they don't even give you anything wrestling. It's just like, here's our great talent, and then they go out there and they have a real short match, and then they have no time, the talent has no time to tell the story. It's like punch, 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 kick, 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 move, special move, special move, special move, finisher, done. Or most likely, interference by the Beatdown Gang, they're now called, MVP's little crew.
Beatdown Clan.
Beatdown Clan.
Prime example of stupidity right there.
I mean, you have great talent. It's MVP. It's Kenny King, who's really underrated and good. Yeah. They just picked up Samoa Joe and Low Key, and Eric Young turned for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joe didn't. Joe just turned with them. So you have great talent, but the turn, why? I mean, I understand you have to have heels and faces. I'm fine. I love heels. I mean, I usually root for them.
Yeah, we're the heel clan over here.
But Joe and MVP were just like a few months ago. Were like MVP was screwing Joe. MVP was screwing Joe, and like now they're like best buddies and they're on the same side. There's just, that's what I mean. The creative in both companies. This one is TNA. You have to fix your creative. I mean, by no means do I think I'm smart enough to go to one of these companies and be like, I will fix you, because I know that's not going to happen. Because if I went to WWE, Vince is going to shut down everything I say, and if I went to TNA, which you never know, maybe I can get that lucky.
Dixie Carter's too stupid to hear anything.
I'm not gonna agree on that. I mean, I know you're pissing her, but like I think if I went to TNA, I would be able to put good enough stuff out there with the help of other people that I would make it better for all wrestling fans, not just me as a fan, not just him as a fan. That's Alex, by the way. And but all fans, kids, to the ones that have been following it, to the new people that are just casually checking in, to whatever. I think that I would be able to. But that's what needs to be done. Creative needs to change. They need to just maybe go basics. Just go back to the basics. And TNA, stop trying to be WWE. WWE, stop trying to be WWE. Just go back to basics. Story, angle, arc, finish.
Mm-hmm.
Heel, face, battle.
What they need to do is write down their ideas and say, okay, let's do the opposite of what we're writing down. Because
I was going to say throw it in the trash, but
that would fix everything right there.
you know, I mean, you know, for us to love it again, we do love it. I mean, we love it. I mean, we love wrestling.
That's why we talk to you guys about it.
You know, but things need to change, and we hope that they do. That's why we keep watching. We keep watching for it to change.
So hopefully eventually it comes that one week we're watching it and everything just
Clicks.
boom, flips
Or at least
over.
a start. Like we
Yes.
can see, like, hey, they're doing something different, and I want to tune in. And I record both shows, and I fast forward, and I hit play, and then I watch, and then I fast forward through commercials, and I hit play, and I watch, and it's like I'm watching 2-hour TNAs, and well, actually, I do watch a lot of the matches, but since they have too much production and too much crap, I mean, I'm watching it in 40 minutes. And 3-hour Raws, I mean, maybe I'm watching for 40 minutes as well, because they just recap everything from the last week that I don't want to see.
Yeah, they play the same replay 8 or 9 times.
And I feel so bad for the 3 members in the New Day, because all 3 I can do something, and all 3 are just in this horrible gimmick, and no one cares.
PG Nation.
But so just creative gets better. I mean, NXT, I hear that's Triple H's and Pat Patterson's baby. If that's the truth, they're doing it right. At least what I watch of it is done right.
So Sami Zayn's going to be great if they don't screw him up.
And they just signed Yuha Nation. That dude is awesome.
Yeah, we just saw him at the last
Congratulations,
AEW
dude.
show. Awesome. Can't wait to see you on TV because you're a good dude.
Yeah, can't wait to see him rip up some stuff in NXT. And then, I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people in NXT are ready for the big thing.
So you got Adrian Neville's ready. Sami Zayn, you got Kevin Steen.
Kevin Owens.
Or Kevin Owens, my bad.
They have to change a name.
You got, what's that Japanese guy's name?
It's a Japanese name. I can't pronounce it correctly. No offense to any Japanese
He was like a famous indie star, and then he changed his name to something really stupid, but he's really good. I can't.
Prince.
Yeah, that Prince of It.
No, Prince of It is Finn Balor now, or Baylor, I forget. What
Baylor, I think it is.
Yeah, but it was his buddy from New Japan Pro Wrestling that were in there. Yeah, I mean, New Japan Pro Wrestling, by the way, fantastic.
Yes.
I don't get to watch it, but you know they had that Wrestle Kingdom 9. Go watch that. If you're a wrestling fan, you need to watch that. That was amazing.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. But, oh, you're looking up the name.
Yeah, I'm looking up the name. It's bothering me.
Yeah, it's good.
Hideo Itami, yeah.
I was close.
It was Kenta
Yeah,
in
that's
the independence scene. That was it. But that's the other guy I'm looking forward to seeing.
They have a lot. NXT's good. NXT worth that. If you have the network, $9.99, get it. Watch NXT. That's the best wrestling on.
That should actually be on TV on Monday nights instead of Raw.
Yeah, probably.
Especially that Our Evolution. Did you watch that?
The 3 Takeover 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was for the hour. Yeah, that was fantastic. From start to finish.
It was the best thing of 2014.
Yeah, the only thing that I didn't like was the tag team match. The Ascension, I just don't. I think they suck anyways. I mean, not even their gimmick. Their gimmick is beyond horrible, and
Well, it's just a ripoff. That's all it is. I mean, I gave them a chance the first week, and they had a match for 5 seconds. And
come out
you
there and
couldn't
bash.
really tell anything. And they come out last week and bash LOD and Demolition, and horrible.
And then, I mean, your finishing move is really just a cool tag team move that is just used in most independent rings on any time. I mean, Kaz and Daniels do shit like that all the time, and it's just a move that they use in their repertoire because it's a cool move, and you know what I mean? Like, just Ascension, you suck.
Now we're gonna wrap it up here because I'm sure this video is getting long. Final thought for me, real quick. Instead of selling out by watching WWE and TNA, you need to buy into the evolution of the SCS.
I like that. I like that. Final thought. Just tag teams division get better, and push the NXT people up. WWE. That's my final thought. Alex,
We're gonna wrap it up here.
for you, Ryan, tell him, Hawk.
Wow! What a rush! As always, guys, Twitter and Facebook down below in the description. Make sure to follow and like all those. Be sure to leave comments, share our videos, favorite the videos, like our videos, do all that good stuff. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Help us out a little bit. And as always, Alex and Mike, Second City Sleepers, signing out. YouTube, see you guys later. What's going on? But, just lost my train of thought.
Sorry. Blooper. Really
Edit that out.
When Triple H flipped on the suit for you,
Oh, yeah.
and then it changed for you. Hideo something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a deal or something.
Natami or something? I don't know. We're going to get that.
SmackDown, new night on Thursdays.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan's going to be on SmackDown.
I'm still not watching that.
I record it every weekend and I end up deleting
I heard it was actually pretty good.
I just end up deleting it all the time, and I feel so bad.
It's not telling me anything.
Go with the roster.
It didn't have a roster on WWE's website.
Oh, that's crap.
But they are advertising the network for $9.99.
Gotta plug that. I feel like we're running along here. You're gonna have to do some editing.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, Sin Cara sucks, by the way.
Where is he?